We're back. Well, hopefully, oh, the clock is still doing the thing. All right, let's see if I can fix this thing. Why is this doing this? This is crazy. On the clock. I'm Blair Cartwright. That's Brooks. We're trying to figure out why this is not wanting to stay as text. All right, we'll try it again. We were talking about the SEC. We'll bring the graphic back. The 9 games. So you think this is a shot at the Big Ten to keep more at-large bids available as opposed to having the automatic bids number per conference, which is what the Big Ten wants.
Yes.
Which do you prefer? I guess they're calling it the 5 and 11 concept versus the Big Ten, which wants what, 6 automatics for each? That seems like a lot.
I mean, I think what they should do is just that be just no automatics, and it's just your rank 1 through 16. Make it a whole lot easier. Because if you win the conference championship, you're automatically pretty much in the top 16.
True. Valid point. Okay, then who does the seeding for this? You're going to
The
trust the
CFP.
committee?
Heck, why not?
Okay.
I mean, I mean, you're always gonna have people like a little sour over anything. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let them run
But
it.
but wouldn't that devalue the conference championship a little bit because then it wouldn't mean as much?
But I mean, it used to be it was just number one versus two, and you were either ranked number one, you were ranked number two, and you got in.
Okay. So it wouldn't necessarily be an automatic spot, but it would enhance your seeding in a sense.
Yes.
Okay. I kind of like that. Well, I don't get the automatic thing from the aspect of, like you said, if you're good enough, you're going to be in. It almost seems like they're trying to keep the other schools out. Plus, with the SEC going to 9 games, now the Big Ten can't use that argument against them. So, but then the other thing that was interesting with the SEC, they're not going to go back to divisions. They're going to stay like it is. How on earth are you going to have a tiebreaker determine the 2 teams that are going to play in your championship when you've got? I mean, you're going to have a 4-way tie at some point, right? Plus, it's on a
Yeah.
balanced schedule. How do you
That'll
determine
be
all that?
that'll be an interesting way for them to figure out. Um, I still think what they should do is like go into like quadrants during like
Yes.
16 teams. But I mean, I guess that's what I'm hoping that's what their goal is with the I don't know. But then again, like each team has the three permanent rivals, so it's
Mm-hmm.
just kind of makes it chaotic.
Yeah. How many? Okay, back to the playoff real quick. How many teams should the field be? Max
12,
12, but
12 or 8.
16 would no. Okay, no more than 12. I think 16 because FCS. I think that's what they do. That would eliminate buys. But if you do 12, then you'd have to have buys, right? I
That
think
is true.
so. Hmm. Who knows? All right, you ready to do some picks?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. A little dramatic Farmageddon taking place in Ireland, which seems kind of bizarre. But you know there'll be a lot of Guinness consumed today. K State, the line's moved a little bit down to 3. Both teams have their quarterbacks back. Who do you like in this one and why?
Okay, so Iowa State has Rocco back, and K State, of course, has Avery Johnson. I think this is a pretty even matchup. And then there's to add the being the Farmageddon on the line, you can really defend any pick here, but I think I want K State. Maybe it's just slight bias, but I feel good about K State with Austin Romaine and Avery Johnson playing. Um, I'm all in on the Wildcats. I'm emo today.
I will take. I'll take the points. I think K State wins, but I think it could be a 1 point game. So I would take the points, but that's just me. Our next game, staying in the Sunflower State. Kansas opens up the new stadium against Fresno State. The lines dropped a half point. Jayhawks 14-point favorites at home.
This one will be interesting. KU's without Devin Neal now. They still have Jalen Daniels.
Yeah,
Bro
for
is
the
made out of
20th
glass.
year. Yeah.
So we'll see if he stays healthy. Fresno State, I do like EJ Warner, but I just don't think they have what it will take to beat Kansas. So I'm taking Kansas, but I do think Fresno State will cover.
Okay. You're going to take Fresno in the points. I'll lay the points just because I think the buzz with the new stadium might be worth 14, but yeah, that's a big number early in the year when you got a lot of question marks. The next one should be probably the best, one of the two best games of the day. Sam Houston at Western Kentucky, a conference game to open the season. The Hilltoppers and Big Red giving 10 to the Bearcats.
Oh, this one's interesting. Western Kentucky, they are no longer with Colton Velkamp and Easton Messer, both transferred out to FAU, so they lost their best quarterback and wide receiver trio, but they've incoming transfer Maverick McAvoy at quarterback. I just think Western Kentucky might be a more complete team. Um, so I'm taking the Hilltoppers, and I honestly think that Western Kentucky could cover this the line here. I mean, I think they win by two possession, at least by 12.
Yeah, Sam Houston's breaking their new coach, lost their coach to Temple. Western's coach has been there for 7 years. Their stability, I think that's huge. I'm with you. And how can you root against Big Red? One of the
I love
all-time
them.
great mascots, and if they break out the Big Red helmet, it's over. It's all about the Hilltoppers. So we'll both take the Hilltoppers, give the points there. Our final game out on the island, Stanford, ACC member, which still seems weird to say. Hawaii, Tommy Chang, a little bit of a hot seat. Frank Wright making his debut at Stanford, though it's a 1 year deal, they say. The the Warriors are a 2.5 point favorite.
This one's another toss up. You can't really go wrong with either pick. I just think Stanford is just. I don't know how I believe in their team. They lost their quarterback to Auburn, Ashton Daniels, and I wasn't really impressed with his numbers last year, except for on the ground game. He was pretty solid. Wise without Schrager, their quarterback from last year. So it's two new QBs in for both of them. Um, but I think I'm just gonna go with Hawaii at the end of the day, just because it's a home game for them. But it's not what they once were in the Aloha Stadium. But give me Hawaii.
Okay. Oh, you're going to go with the Warriors. I want to because there's always a little magic on the island when they play. But then you get a bunch of smart kids and you get a pretty good coach like Frank Reich. And there's a lot of unknowns. Something tells me Stanford might be the pick in this one. I don't know why, but I'm going to take the Cardinal and the tree, which we have not heard if the tree is making the jaunt to the island, but that would be glorious if it does. Um, I'll take the Cardinal. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. All right, let's go to the final word. Final thoughts on this first day of college football. We are so excited. And next week's going to be incredible. But what's the one thing that you're just pumped for today?
The Farmageddon. I love the Farmageddon.
Without question. It does seem weird, though, they're playing it in Ireland, though.
Hey, best place on